We've reached our destination.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Sirlionhart. We are here, about to finish up the last of our hunting for owls and resting at the beach house. Your boy Schmeat was hanging. Renwell asking Alphen all kinds of questions. Shion side-eyeing these conversations they having. You know what I'm saying? You know, Shion's having little talks with Renwell behind.
If we find anyone who needs help here.
She's like, hey,
We'll
like,
make sure
I don't
to
know
ask
what you
what's wrong.
thinking, but hey, yo, you better go ask Law if you trying to see some more biology. You know what I'm saying? She was like, ew, not Law. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. A humbling lesson. Uh-oh, somebody about to get humbled today. Welcome to the Hotsprings hijinks.
Looks like we're up.
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait.
No peeking, okay?
Bruh, y'all just assume we gonna peek. Now I wanna peek.
Ha! You wish.
Like I'd ever do that. Oh, nice change of dialogue.
Take all the time you like.
This dialogue way different. Oh, look at Huddle. My man Bienfu.
I feel alive.
Oh, her
again.
wings are still there. That's funny.
This from the youngest of us.
Really, though. This is nice.
It is.
I never imagined I'd get to have a group bath with you girls. Gosh, Shion, your skin's so flawless. How do you do it?
You must tell us your secret.
Oh, thanks, girls. It looks so silky smooth. I want to reach out and touch it.
Bruh.
Hands off, remember?
Hands off the panda.
You're so muscular, Kisara.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Rinwell.
Law.
What?
There are some walls that boys are meant to surmount.
What?
Right.
Yo, my boy Billy?
Only by surmounting said walls does a boy
Bro,
become a man.
what is this?
And as it so happens, I can assist with that. Are you game?
Yo,
Are you sure you want to do that?
Dolly.
Alphen! This is an important rite of manhood, right?
If you say so. A man of principles. That's not a bad thing.
You wouldn't deny me the chance to be a man, would you?
This
Indeed.
dude grew them
You
ivies,
wouldn't
bro.
take away
Oh
the
no.
opportunity for a young person to flourish, would you?
Oh no. Oh no.
Alphen's pretty cool, but he can be kinda dense sometimes. Well, he went a while not feeling any pain.
You can't deny you're a match, Shion.
Yeah, totally.
Oh no.
What was that for, Rinwell?
The dirty-minded devils, that's what. What?
We probably just caused them a lot of physical pain. Let's laugh.
Alphen, what happened to you all?
I had no part in any of it. You've got to believe me.
You gotta believe me, bro. You gotta believe me.
That was a fantastic bath.
It's not my fault.
Yes, we should all come back sometime.
We got smoked.
Us two. Please.
I suppose some walls are better left unmounted.
Law failed to unlock the title Dirty Minded Devil. He failed to unlock it? Bro. That's hilarious. That's a callback to like when characters would like literally that's happened in Fantasia with I think Chester, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
He was supposed to get like a cool title, but it was like a different title and he didn't get it. But what happened with Alphen and the guys? Steamy towel. Braided bun. We got we got a golden fairy statue. Is that Bienfu we just unlocked?
What a wonderful treasure this is.
Alright, let's see what that one does. Golden Fairy statue. More ore. Oh, wow. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. Alright, more ore. Bet. Metal miner's cap. Alright, boys and girls. So, there apparently is another quest that just fucking randomly appeared last night, and I had no clue when it did. So, we're just gonna go over here and see what it's about. We're gonna go clear this up first, and then go get the rest of the owls. It's not a Tails game without a towel costume.
We've reached
That's right.
our destination.
Schmeat.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
Oh god,
Little
this
compassion
guy.
can make all the.
I think this dude will give us some joke weapons.
Just
Wonder bar.
great.
You sound even more energetic than before. What gives? Alright. This time I wish for you to venture forth and collect some voices for me. How do you collect voices? Take this device. What you do is aim it at a person as they talk and then remembers what they say so that you can listen to it again whenever you need.
Wow.
Why, each and every person living on this fine planet who is bound to you all by the threads of fate. What? All of them?
I see.
Send us on another grand adventure. What?
All right. Very well.
Bring the people of this world together. Sound vessel. Record collection. Record collection. Record collection?
How does this voice recording thing work? Hello, I'm Alphen. Hello, I'm Alphen.
Bro.
Is that what my voice sounds like?
This cat's over here playing games. They ain't about to win. Alright. So, I'm gonna take a look at what this quest is about. So, we get some money. We get a bunch of SP. Ask people you've met to record their voices and to report back to Vicent after recorded enough. Well, can we get a lead on where to go to record all these voices? Yes, we can. Oh, I tell you what, let's start by going here because there's one of the owls are here. Yeah, if I had to talk to every NPC in the game, like, bro, this ain't Trails. This ain't Cold Steel. Do I look like a goddamn bracer? Do I look like Rain Swords here, my guy? Alright, so rare ore rate is up, so I might as well just collect some ore along the way because we'll probably need to make some ore one last time sometime. We want to go to the throne room, by the way, which is on the 4th floor. Red Woman Truth. Also, where is this person at on this? They're on the 3rd floor, so I might as well hit up the 3rd floor first, which is right beneath us. So after the 3rd floor, we'll go all the way to the chamber, because that's where one of the special owls should be. Crazy, because you don't get any notification for once you enter this area about an owl.
Yes. Ah!
Do we get a sound test for doing this? That'd be cool. Anybody that has a voice. That's funny to me. Bam, ba-dum, bam, ba-dum. Oh, I never got this apparently. Astral Crystal Grain. Wait, is that our first time getting a grain? Yeah, we never got something like that before. Even the smallest grain is enough to power Renin armor during combat. Bro, how did... an Astral Crystal Grain? I've never collected one before? That's kind of crazy. Alright. I think to get to the throne room, we have to not take that one, but we have to take a special elevator. Wow, I don't know if you know this, but crafting ore to accessory and leveling up accessory with trash accessory gives double EXP. I didn't know that. I was unaware of that. I don't care how many bright eyes they send to retake this castle, they won't get it back over my dead body. I don't think you are up to date with the world news. He's not up to date with current events. Bam, 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 bam.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Look at this big ass owl. I knew there was a reason to go back here. Battle Maiden Shield. Big boy.
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
That was the Big Chungus of the owls. Big Chungo.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
My name is Chungus. I'm kind of big. Y'all should know me. Alright. So we need to go to Uzelbeck. We're gonna go record 2 people's voices here. Also, we want to go ahead and take a look at this artifact that we just got. It was a Battle Maiden Shield. What does it do? Probably something for New Game Plus. Carryover equipment, bet. The Legend of Valkyrie, Bandai Namco.
Good to be back in familiar territory.
Good to be back. Feels kind of awkward just saying random nonsense to it. Wait, you got what you need? It'd be cool if we could transfer over some of these. I wonder if there's a glitch or maybe some way that nobody knows.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking
What's
and
the word
let's
I'm
go.
looking for? To transfer the first skill of an accessory to the second slot. That'd be pretty dope. Don't think you can run away all smug without saying anything. All right. Oh, there's another person here we need to get.
Gotcha.
You want to use my voice? Sure, I'll talk about whatever you want. Come to think of it, I guess we haven't talked all that much. I mean, I was like your boy's right-hand man, or maybe his left hand, since that side wasn't fortified. What do you mean talking anymore is a waste of space? Bruh. Wasting all my data, bruh. Gotta go to Moscow, gotta get Doc. So this is apparently a quest for whatever reason. The word for
We've reached our
Rena.
destination.
We reached our destination. Final destination? Calagly Ho. That little phrase is all the rage these days. Calagly Ho? Yeah, you fucking with them Calaglia hoes. It's like, what? Calaglia Ho. Like, that's what the kid said. He spelled it out for us. We're literally going around the world with a tape recorder, recording people's voices. This is a weird quest.
Perhaps.
I don't really get the point of doing this. This is such a weird quest. I hope we get rewarded with something else. This quest is just literally talk to random people, and they're not saying that much. They're not saying anything interesting. They're saying random quotes.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Ha 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 ha! Alright, we gotta go to Eldmancia now. Faria Ranch. Yo, we got recorders. We gotta have smartphones.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yow. Say something for the vine. We're just collecting the voices of people, and we're gonna make a compilation video using your voice. That's what this entire side quest is about. We're gonna make a TikTok with everybody on Rena. Or excuse me, I said Rena.
If only we could
With
have flown
everybody.
with the wind to get here faster.
With everybody here on Dada. I keep getting those planets mixed up, bro.
Yes.
Alright. Who's the next person? The training grounds. Or we're gonna talk to your girl's best friend. Dawn and TikTokers.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Donna's be like, I'm a slave. Renan's be like, yeah, you a slave.
Excuse me.
Renan's be racist as hell. Oh, she disappeared. Also, Luna. I gotta walk into the library. That's not fair, bro. I have to walk into the library. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Coming up, I might need to go get something to eat because I didn't eat anything. I just started sipping coffee when I woke up. I woke up at like 1. I don't like waking up at 1. How's that for you, handsome? Not good enough. What is the point of this, man? This dude's got me going around wasting like 10 minutes. Bro, y'all inflating the hell out this clock, bro. We're just doing this because we have to for this quest. Then let me tell you a secret about Deadeye. Mumble. Wait, it remembers what I said? Then maybe don't share what I said with Deadeye's mom. Deadeye has 19 kids with 16 different women. Crazy, huh? Oh, we about to go snitch on your boy. 19 kids with 16 different women. You sure that's not Nick Cannon? Deadeye is basically Nick Cannon, bro. Past this point is what remains of Almadria's castle. Would be nice to be able to go in there. DLC unlock. Oh wait, it did get nuked. Never mind. Now that thing can record what you say. Not often you come across technology like that. Maybe I'll call over the neighboring owls too. Sorry, lady, we ain't got time for that. Alright, we need to go to the Hidden Wharf, talk to the boatman. Actually, I think damn it. When I was in that palace, I should have actually went to the Lord
Finally
room.
made it.
That was my bad. We're gonna make a stop in a second. This is the longest TikTok ever, bro. Geneth Haros. So we're gonna go back to Menacia, right? And this is Lodia. We need to go into the hidden chamber. Believe it or not, there was an owl in that area. So I guess this literally gives us... Oh wow, the music still plays for this area. This is like one of the best dungeon themes to me. It's pretty hype. The Red Woman. Snake Eyes survivors might take this chance to pull some stunts, so let's be on the lookout. Should be safe in here, right? There he is. It's Monokuma. Oh shit. Bro. A broken machine gun. Used to repel hordes of demon-like creatures, this firearm has taken great damage. Take an aim with it, makes one yell. It's gonna rain lead. What? That's gotta be a reference.
What a wonderful treasure this is.
2 more, or is it 3 more owls? Broken machine gun. Carry over money and items. Taking it. Okay. Alright, so Menacia, I think we also have to... Yeah, we need to go into the, I think the Lord's room. Either the Lord's room or the Palace Chamber. Ah, shit. I'm 100% sure it's every royal throne we have to find one of these. Actually, it's in the guards room apparently, which should be over here. Alright, so we're just finishing up everything quite nicely. Not much left. As soon as we're done with this, and...
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh, let me get them glasses. Oh, curious hobbyist. Obtain 20 types of non-DLC artifacts. Amassing such a big collection is nothing short of a calling.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
I smell what the rock is cooking. Let's see what this one does. It's probably also a New Game Plus thing. Carryover levels. Huh. That's doing too much. Alright. Also, wow. My bad. I almost forgot to do one thing that would have been terrible on the recordings. Would have had some echoing. Let's see. So I think we were in Menacea. We already did that. We are currently there. Is there one here in Mahag Sayar? I don't think so. I don't think there's one here. We need to go to... Actually, how many do I have? Do I have 37? If I already have 37, then the last one is in the next palace. Yeah, so that's what we gotta do. And then we'll pretty much be done until EX content, which I might not do, to be honest. You just need me to say something into this mumble that I love you, Kagari. Oh my gosh, this guy, I'm telling you, that dude tall as hell. Does he ever take off his armor, bro?
Let's erase that one.
Don't, Shion. We need everyone's voices. Ah! Why are your thorns more painful than usual?
Bro, that was random. She jealous, that's what it is. We gotta go to level 2. Why are your thorns more painful than usual? She jelly. Jelly.
You finally made it.
She be jelly. Hey, look who it is. It's the mental health therapist. I'm 25 and serve as the Crimson Crow's medical officer. Now I'll always sound forever 25. That's not how it really works, is it? That's funny. Alright, level 3. And then we have to enter the palace. And we'll get the last owl, and then we go to the forest, and then get more stuff. All I have to do is speak into this machine. Hello, do you trust me? Because I trust you. Psych. I'm gonna cause a rebellion and revert everything back to slavery. Report back to the Wonder Bard. Alright, great. But we're not doing that yet. Loris Chamber. There it is.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Trident. Ooh, that sounds cool.
This shall be a feast for the senses.
I think we collected every single owl. Field guide. Artifacts. Trident. Carryover skills. Yeah. That'd be that's the one that you probably want to carry over for sure. Lets you play the game more comfortably. Alright, so we got all the owls, and now that we have all the battle recordings too, we're gonna come over here to the training grounds, warp here, walk outside the training grounds, and then talk to this other guy to finish this quest, get a whole bunch of SP, spend that SP a little bit, hand in our owls, and then that's it. And we're moving into the final dungeon.
You did good.
That was a lot of walking just for this exercise. So what do you plan to do with all these recordings now that you have them? You need help with something? Make these voices speak as one. Nothing seems to be happening.
Really?
Is that so?
What's wrong?
That sinister light stretching out into the heavens, it stopped. You mean the astral energy coming from the wedge? Are you kidding me? No, he's right. It really did stop. If only for a split second. I find that hard to believe, even if we do ultimately intend to do the same. Alright.
Very well.
That quest was definitely weird. I wonder if that was we had to do that just to unlock a different quest.
Let me hear Tigrina's voice.
Sure. Here.
Oh.
You little... Go take a trip around the twin worlds and never come back.
Bro. Oh, that's random. That's hella random. All right, we're gonna take a trip over here really quick. I do not have enough stuff to get the cool weapons sets. We need to go through the final dungeon.
We've reached our destination.
We're gonna come over here really quick.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Okay. So this is where we can do the EX dungeon, but it looks like you do have to beat the game first. I'm gonna get to the final room of the final dungeon and come back here and see if we can do that. Because if we can do that, I'll do it. But I'm gonna go to the Owl Forest. Because I do believe the Owl Forest is done, bro.
You finally made it.
Do you sense one of your...
I didn't know owls sound like that. Pringles. The king of Pringles, yeah. I didn't know the king of Pringles was an owl. My dude's like... Tunica Rene. A traditional Orthodox Renan outfit. Oh, everybody got one, it looks like. Machine Beast doll. Owl King doll. So we got an artifact. Oh, look at the sunglasses on these people, bro. We got a whole owl family, bro. I love it. Monokuma family. These are these special head of the household
assembled
owls.
every
I
single
love it.
owl in Dana.
You know, looking at them all, I think we very well may have. Talk about a spectacular sight.
Yeah. His Majesty and Her Majesty both seem pleased as well.
When she's all alone, her thoughts drift to sad places. I did all this so that she could have lots of friends and live happily ever after.
Really?
Hey, I get a little grumpy sometimes.
I'm interpreting for the owls, not talking about you.
Well, at least Hoodle isn't alone anymore, right?
Right. Hey, Hoodle?
What's good?
Hoodle, I think you should stay.
And who's gonna be like, I think you should shut up, because you know I'm gonna
If you
just
keep
come with you,
traveling
right?
with us, it's going to be constant fighting, and you'll be put in a lot more danger. But this is a safe place, filled with lots of friends for you. Plus, you can learn lots of new stuff with friends. Just like all the new things I've gotten to learn since I met Alphen and everyone else. All I could teach you is to jump from twig to twig. But now look at you. You're soaring to new heights. You can go wherever you want on your own now. So, stay here and be with your friends, okay?
Who's the only party member that hasn't taken damage,
Are you
bro?
sure about this?
This is a truly no-hit playthrough for him.
Hey, I didn't mean for you to.
It's okay. I made up my mind. We stuck with each other for as long as we did because we had no one else to depend on. Now, it's for the best we stay among our own kind.
Bro, you're just saying that.
Take care of yourself, Huddle.
Say, really? Leave the owl forest. Obviously, there's gonna be another scene that happens. Brr. What happened to that owl?
Huddle? Huddle, no! Your friends are that way! Why can't you understand?
Why can't you understand?
I think he's trying to say, I don't abandon my friends. Oodle has his own wings. If he wanted to leave, he could have left whenever he wanted to.
He can come back to this place whenever he wants to. But right now, what he wants is to be with you.
It's true that his own kind is here, and he knows that. But he won't know if you'll always be around, Rinwell.
But, I mean...
I think he's asking you whether you really want him to go.
No! Of course I don't really want him to go! Hoodle's the only family I have left!
Then it's settled.
Hoodle has a place to go home to whenever he wants, and that'll never change things between you.
Are you sure about this, Hoodle?
Hell yeah. Look at this big ass owl. Pringles, baby. I love
Take
Pringles.
care of our friend.
I pray your journey is a safe one.
Okay, enough already.
Thank you. Try to be nice to one another, Your Majesties.
Well, what's the answer?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll both take care of each other.
I meant the owl's answer.
Let's go, Hoodle.
Owl homecoming. All right. We're out of here. Let's see if any other quests may have opened up for us. Nope. That's it, folks. We have done every side quest available to us at this point in time. There might some might literally get unlocked right before we beat the game. If this is just like any other Tales game, there's a chance where you get to the final room and then certain side quests start to activate. Just like in Symphonia, you had to get to a specific room of the final boss or the final dungeon just to unlock side quests, which requires you. There was no fast traveling in Symphonia. You had to walk up out that bitch and then do a side quest. And I remember that. So we'll definitely keep an eye out as we go through the final dungeon here. There's nothing left. We're gonna look at the play records. 23 out of 25. I need to make 2 more accessories there. Yeah, boy, there's 3 more subquests available, but I'm pretty sure all 3 of those are post game. So there might be some new game plus side quests, I guess, as well. But for the most part, I think we're done. We're gonna go eat some food. We're gonna go to the inn. Well, technically, I should not go to the inn. I guess to make this video not too short, we can watch all those damn Bond events that, you know, that I didn't watch on stream. Or that I didn't watch and skipped. So
We've reached our destination.
oh yeah, we did get a new artifact, didn't we, from that previous We got, oh, and we got a new costume. Hold up. Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh, that's interesting. That's basically like the clothing on Rena, right? Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Of course, they're the only two that get one, of course. Bruh. So if I climb a ladder, if I climb a ladder, what? Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Oh, he gets one too. Looking clean, bro. Slick back. Let's go with this. Does he get one? Bruh. Get that darkness effect, yeah. Damn it, I wanted to see them in that too. That would have been cool if they got the same outfits. That's just wild though, man. I'm about to be in combat, fighting in a steamy towel, bro. But her armors, her armors are sick. Like this, all her armors are actually cool looking at. Like her default armor, sick. Color variant, sick. 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 That's cool too. There was clearly a little bias going on there. But you know what? As cool as that is, I think this one is his. That's probably one of my favorites. It reminds me of Lloyd's Noble costume. Here we go. Steamy towel. Let's go. That still works, surprisingly. But I'm gonna get rid of the wings there. This is the most... Oh, actually, we got some hairdos too, right? Oh, I thought we got a hairdo with that too. I guess not. My dude looks way too sick with this weapon, bro. This... Yo, should we go back to the pipe? What y'all trying to do? We piping people up? Oh, wow, wait, hold up. Pause. We gonna hit people with the pipe? There we go. Oh my god, pause. We hitting everything with the pipe, apparently. I'm just saying. These nails are kind of crazy looking. That actually looks pretty sick with his current outfit. Unlike his duller brethren, this carrot is here to chop, not be chopped. Bruh, eat your veggies. Got a watering can, bro. See, that definitely fits this outfit. The wedding cake cutter, bro. That's... Yeah, we gotta go with the iron pipe, bro. That's just too sick. This actually is good looking. And the pork fork. You got the pork on the fork. Yeah, boy. About to hit people with this fence. We gotta get the watering can. We got mostly everybody's joke weapons on. Iron Pipe Tyson. Iron Pipe Tyson, bro. I love it. Watch there be some skits here.
Simply marvelous. I'll never tire of admiring this relic.
Okay, so we're looking for a previously watched Yeah, here we go. Crossing. Okay, Alphen's Doll. Intertwining Hearts. Okay, so this is Rinwell's little area.
I noticed you haven't been training Huddle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
All right, I don't think
Maybe
we saw
that's
this.
his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Huddle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that.
Okay, yeah.
So does that make
This
you
is
everybody's dad?
the last one we watched.
Do I really look that old to you?
So
Huh? You don't like that?
big bro.
Okay. How about you be the big
Alphen's
brother?
the big bro.
Shion is the big sister.
Yep.
And Kisara can be our mom.
Yeah.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
And they said Alphen.
I don't really get
was the
that
bro,
kind of
right?
vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle.
An
An old
uncle.
uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law...
I guess our dad is dead.
Well, Huddle
because-
took the little brother role.
I guess our dad
and
would have
Law's
been
definitely,
Zephyr.
definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
Put some respect on my man's
Dog.
name.
Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If
Yeah, I'm pretty...
that's why I like it. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous.
You...
All right, so that's the last one we saw, and I'm pretty sure this is
You're still awake?
right after.
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right?
I think we've seen this
Must
one
have been
too.
handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
Too many
We
fairy
were
tales.
still made
huh?
to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
Magic is like
So,
you have
either
the,
have the gift
yep,
or you
aptitude.
don't.
Yep.
When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah,
All right, hedging their bets.
What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
We're gonna just
Yeah,
finish up
you could say
everybody
that.
else's, and then we're just gonna go to the final
it's
dungeon.
just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did,
Oh,
Almadria showed up.
Yikes!
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. for breaking my promise to my parents.
Was that a coincidence? Or was
Even
that...
though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway.
Wow, we learned
I have
something.
a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh?
Hedging.
On
It
what?
said heading.
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
An honest mage. Alright, this is her final one, it looks like.
I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Rinwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's
Not
because
yet,
I was still
Cornell.
hiding
We
a lot
have
from
them,
you
we just
guys.
gotta view them.
Am I really all that different aside from that?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alvin.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good nor bad by itself. It all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy. I don't see why he would be.
Are you saying you rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
Bro.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Times are changing.
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh.
You sure?
Though actually, It felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why.
Because it's the truth. Beating around the bush, Renin values the quest for strength. What were these?
Phew. That made...
Do the Renans often not give you all an...
That's weird how that's in between. It's kind of weird that that's between Rinwells and Laws, because this is where Laws starts.
This place look...
So we watched the first one of Laws, second one of Laws.
Hey, Law. About what you said before.
I think we've seen this one too.
When?
You were telling me how there were things you wished you could have asked your dad. If you want, you can always come to me with your questions.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Don't I already lean on you enough as it is?
Still, there's plenty you would want to ask him if he was still alive, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think you'll have a hard time answering any of them, if I'm being honest.
How come?
I mean, the stuff I want to ask him about is, like, how he met my mom and how he won her over. Stuff like that. Anyway, not really something you can help with, right?
You're right. Sorry, Law. I can't even begin to imagine how to help with that.
You're telling me. I just wish there was someone experienced I could ask about this
So
kind of stuff.
he's trying to win somebody
Yeah.
over, huh?
He was definitely that.
That's funny. Making a move, role model, brooch with caution. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 6 of them you have to do. So 1, 2, 3. You have to view 6 dialogues with each character, I think. I thought it was 5.
Hey, Alphen,
What's up, Law?
you ever find yourself just wanting to give Rinwell a pat on the back?
Law is direct. I'm pretty sure this is going somewhere.
Law.
Law.
Not in a weird way. I'm just saying, she may be sassy, but she's also trying really hard, you
It's
know?
sus.
And sometimes, when I see how hard she's working, I just want to walk up and encourage her. Is that weird?
No, I can see why you might feel that way. After all, she is kind of like a little sister to everyone at this point.
Right, exactly. But I'm worried if I do it the wrong way, she'll blast me with her magic. Or if not her magic, she'll sick Hoodle on me to peck my eyes out.
Yeah, there's not much you can do if she's not feeling up for it. In fact, you're not the only one struggling to close that gap.
Huh? Has Hoodle attacked you too?
No, I just mean because of her thorns.
Thorns? I don't remember Rinwell having any magic like that. That sounds more like Shion than... Huh?
Anyway, Hoodle's probably just worried that you're going to take Rinwell away from him. He's pretty protective, after all. Maybe your first step should be to make friends with him and go from there.
Right. That's a good idea, Alphen. I'll be sure to give that a try.
Thank goodness for Law's thick skull.
Thank goodness for his thick skull.
So, how's it been going?
How's what been going?
Come on, man. You know what I mean. How have things been with you and Shion?
I had a feeling it was about that. Well, what about things on your end?
No, we're not talking about me. I'd rather hear about you.
Yeah, he shut that down
I
quick.
don't really have anything to share on that front.
This is so
Don't
awkward.
be like that. You think I can't tell something's been going on?
Look, I'm not the type to go blabbing about that kind of stuff.
Give me a break. Don't keep secrets from me just because you're a little old.
I'm not that old.
I don't know, man. Lately, it seems like you start wheezing as soon as we get into a fight.
Law dog. Oh my god.
That's some pretty big talk. You really want to try
Leave
your
out the
luck with
box,
me?
bro.
What were we talking about before?
It was... Well, it doesn't really matter now.
What's wrong? Did I hit your head too hard?
No, man, you don't get it. You're really something, Alphen.
What do you mean?
Just you. How you always indulge me and help me work through my jumbled thoughts.
Do I?
Yeah, I always feel better after being with you. Even duking it out just now helped.
There you go again, making me out to be better than I really am.
Yo, you
I'm
kind of
not
OD, bro.
making you out to be anything. You can't stop me from admiring you, Alphen.
The damage
You've
you
got
shit out, bro.
strange taste then.
I'm fine with that. I hope someday I can be there to lift you up, too.
I don't plan on getting quite that old anytime soon.
We should go again sometime.
We should. I look forward to it.
Broach with caution.
Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a
so
familiar...
that was his final one. They were just boxing. All right, we've seen both of these. I don't think we've seen this one right here.
I've been thinking about what we discussed earlier. His reasons might not have been pure, but in the end, Dohalim still made Elda Menencia a place where Danans and Renans can coexist. I thought everyone would welcome that change, with open arms. I took pride in what we had
On his
without
right
putting
eye,
in the
yes,
work
it
to
is blocking
truly
his
solidify it.
special
After so
eye.
much failure, do you think I even have the right to pursue my ideals?
It doesn't matter what I think. You've already found your answer, haven't you?
I know what I want to say, but I can't help but wonder if I'm being selfish.
Everybody makes mistakes in life, Kisara. Everybody. It's what you do afterwards that matters. But you already knew that, right?
Yeah. I won't look away from the world any longer. I'll do my best to confront reality, so that we don't lose anyone else, ever again. More to the point, Dohalim needs someone who can push him forward. I think we both get lost in our sorrow too easily when we focus on the past.
If we see that happening, we'll set him straight. Don't worry. We'll look out for both of you.
The
I
Depresso
have to say,
Espresso
though,
duo.
if you turned out this well modeling yourself after Miguel,
What, you didn't believe me before? I'm pretty sure I've been going on about him since I joined up.
Yep.
If you need more convincing, I've got plenty more
The
stories
cast members
about
are
him.
great. Everybody in this game
maybe
is so
another
good.
time.
You know, that's why I kind of want a I wish they gave us like a handkerchief or like something that cover their like, you know, their mouth and, you know, kind of like a mask or whatever for like the lower portion, right? I wish we were able to get like bandana mask or whatever. I put that on Law. He looked more like a ninja. I put that on somebody. I wish we got those accessories, but we didn't. Maybe New Game Plus. I don't know. Maybe it'll be an accessory DLC.
Thinking some more about how to realize your ideals?
Ideals. That makes me think of that one
No.
My Hero Academia
Actually,
opening.
I've been trying not to obsess about it as much as before. I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things and lose sight of what's really important. I know what it's like to go hungry, to lose your family. That should be reason enough to fight for a better society, so nobody else has to.
Oh, hunger.
Sorry about that.
Time to eat.
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a while.
Yep.
You wait here. I'll go whip something up for you.
Cooking for Mom. Hello, Mom.
Thanks for the food.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just impressed at how good of a cook you've become.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now, so I've had more than a few opportunities to hone my skills.
Yeah, and now I have a good meal in me. There's a simple kind of happiness that comes with that, you know? One that's more powerful and convincing than complicated logic can be.
That reminds me of something Law said, about how talking too much doesn't put food in people's stomachs.
That sounds like Law. But it's true nonetheless. When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full and to be surrounded by people you love. Everything else comes second.
Sounds like a nice
Speaking
family
of people
home.
you love, I haven't heard you talk about Miguel much lately.
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel like the worst sister ever. But you're right, I haven't. If I'm honest, I think it's because I finally found other people I love just as much. Whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs to be a place where I know you all can be happy. That's my starting point for now.
A modest dream.
So, Kisara, once this fight is all over, I'm guessing you plan on heading back to Vicente?
Yeah, I've seen and learned so much traveling Dano with you all. I want to see those lessons applied back home. Hopefully I can use that knowledge to help reform Menancia even further, so it can be a model to other realms. What about you, Alphen? What's your plan?
That's a good question. I think I would be happy just to be able to put my fighting days behind me and live a calmer, more peaceful life. Granted, all I've ever known is how to swing a sword. I'm not sure that switch will be so easy. Still, as long as I have somewhere to come home to, somewhere with a roof and 4 walls without any holes in them, that'll be good enough for me. It would be a home with enough food to make sure I don't go hungry, and a warm bed at night so I don't freeze. It wouldn't have to be anything fancy.
Respect.
You've always been modest like that. But you're forgetting something else that makes a home. Family. What if you and Shion...
I'd hate to make this conversation all about me. Is there anything you want for
You shut
yourself
that down,
once
Click.
things are over?
For myself?
He shut that down so
I've
quick.
never really thought about it. Well, there is one thing I can think of. I don't know if I should say it, though.
Yeah?
I want a fishing pond.
Bruh.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while now. I love fishing, but it's always been such a process to actually do. You always have to make all these preparations before you go out and fish. It'd be nice to have a place I could visit without that hassle. Dig a pond, fill it with water, and get some fish for it. If I could do that, I wouldn't have to worry about Zeugles, and everyone could use it.
You really do love fishing if you're even thinking of ways to help other people enjoy it.
Kisara would love Fast and
I
Furious
do.
because it's all about
Just
family.
Don't tell him I said any of this, okay?
Him? You mean Dohalim? True. If he caught wind of it, it might turn into a way bigger project
Give
than it
her a
really
whole
needs
ass
to be.
leak.
Not only that, he's still determined to make Vicente's residents happy. But personally, I feel his power would be better put to use elsewhere. So if I ever get around to making my fishing pond, I'd rather do it on my own.
Well, if you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know my lures from my rods, but I can definitely help with any manual labor you need.
That's sweet of you to offer. I think I'll take you up on that. And then, with the fish I catch there, I could treat everyone to special home-cooked dinners. I'm getting excited already just thinking about it. I suppose I never realized until this conversation that I had any dreams like that for myself. Thank you, Alphen.
That do be sounding like fun. Okay, so this is the last one. I know that for sure. And I know we watched the first two. 1, 2. Right? We watched the first two, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one we watched, so we don't need to do that. Did we watch this one?
I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renin, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danans such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine.
Curious fellow.
Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
True.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger.
Damn.
Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes.
As we all know from last episode.
All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade.
They chewed
you've
my
made.
food for me too.
It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Danan.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. Then again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Not but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with.
Music from the heart. All right.
Would you perchance
One more after
be
this and
interested
then we're
in going
done.
on a walk together?
Why? You're not on guard duty for another few hours.
Which is why I want to walk. To hear the music in these parts.
Music? Where are you going to find musicians all the way out here?
There's more to music than what people play. It's in the grass, fluttering in the wind, the leaves in the trees, and the songs of birds and insects.
The background
Once
music
you open
of
your
each
ears,
environment.
you'll find that music is truly everywhere
Who
in
wants
this
to listen
world.
to the Motori
What
Sakuraba
sounds like
soundtrack?
music depends on
Like
who's
the music in this
listening,
game is
huh?
a splendid.
It's an interesting idea, but I think it might be a little too difficult for me. Speaking of music, whatever happened to your instruments? You used to be a musician, didn't you?
You play the
Those are
violin,
well out
right?
of my reach at this point. That aside, I don't feel that I yet have the right to play any of them again. You could say that it is in part my way of atoning for that which I have failed to do over the years.
Meaning that you haven't completely given up on making things right.
Do you think me a fool stuck in the past?
Not at all. In fact, far from it. You sound like you're still holding out hope for a brighter future. Picture yourself being able to play your music again. Doesn't that motivate you to keep going even when things get tough?
I see what you mean. I didn't realize that drive still lingered within me. The darkness in one's heart is sure to manifest in their music. However, I promise you that one day, when that darkness has finally lifted, I shall let you hear me perform.
Well, now that you've said it, you're gonna have to follow through. I look forward to hearing you play.
Play that funky music, Renan.
You want some?
Well, I'll be. I'm not accustomed to such offers, but I'll
Hey,
gladly partake.
What you drinking over there, Elton? You got that beer? You got that gin?
It's quiet tonight.
Oh, that
isn't
looks
it?
like champagne.
Yeah.
Trash.
I don't think there are even any Zoogles lurking around
That might
for
be
once.
mead. That can be mead, maybe.
Is this one of those times where people would start playing music?
My, have our talks sparked an interest in such arts?
I wouldn't go that far. But from what I've seen, there's a lot more to life than just swinging swords and getting into fights all the time.
You wouldn't have gone without that knowledge for so long, had we Renans not pillaged your planet. Words cannot express how sorry I feel.
300 years of bad blood is too much to lay on one person's feet. That's something a man I admired once said.
I appreciate the sentiment. I pray that once all of this fighting is over, you'll be able to finally find a purpose for yourself, other than simply fighting.
You know, it's strange. I haven't given much thought about what I'm actually going to do with my life once our quest is all over. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is swinging my sword around and hitting things.
Then perhaps it's time for you to begin to contemplate what else you wish to do in life.
Aside from fighting... I guess you've got things like your music and antique collecting to look forward to after all.
Junk collecting, he almost said.
Well, I'm sure you have other interests as well. From what I can tell, you seem to be rather
Well, he might.
interested in
Well,
weaponry
your boy
and
might
Renan
make
machinery,
weapons. That'd
yes?
be sick.
I'm only interested in weapons when it comes to how easy they are to use. And as for technology, I don't know a damn thing about it.
And
If you
before
have the
that,
interest,
he just
you can
becomes
always
like a
learn.
manufacturer for
Being
like
able to
technology and
understand
stuff.
and create
I think that'd be
technology
cool.
that supports and improves lives is always valuable.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for studying. You're right, there's stuff I wouldn't mind knowing more about, but...
That was merely a hypothetical example. My point is that sometimes you can find the answer in the things that you like and already do.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I know. If we're talking about things I like, what
Spicy
if I
food
tried
restaurant.
opening a spicy food restaurant?
Hey.
Not bad. Although your customer base may be limited.
I feel bad making you my life coach when I originally just wanted to drink together.
Think nothing of it. It is the least I owe you. My life wouldn't be what it is today had you and your friends not come to Vicent. In fact, I think I may owe you all more than I could ever hope to... Alphen?
My man buzzed. My dude drunk himself to sleep. Lightweight Alphen. You know what? Being a lightweight is not that bad because you go to a bar, I order a drink, and I get buzzed and like one drink. That means I ain't gotta spend that much more money because I ain't trying to get hammered. I'm just trying to get that loose effect, right? So like ordering 9,000 drinks, just spending like $300 at bars is not fun, bro. It fucking sucks. So with that said, I'm glad I'm a lightweight. Oh my god, bro. I need more eggs. How do I not have eggs? We need to go buy some eggs, bro. Because I can't make half the things on the damn list. I can at least make the ore stuff, right? I need vegetable soup. I'm gonna make this. And... yeah, this is worth.
This is perfect. I'll have everybody.
So I'm making that because we're gonna be going through the final dungeon on the next episode to collect some new accessories, hopefully some new ores to make some new accessories. But yeah, we're gonna rest. I guess we'll talk with Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
One last time before the end of this video. Bro, it can't be that heavy, bro. Okay, Thor.
I need
refuse
your
to
help
believe it
in
was
order
that
to
heavy.
make my ideals a reality, Alphen.
Alright, I'll see you guys for the next episode.